If I were moving to the Richmond, Virginia metro area today, I wouldn't live where I do now, and I'd make some very different choices. That might sound surprising coming from someone who lives here and helps other people move here for a living, but it's the truth. Because this video isn't just about the best places to live in Richmond, it's about what actually fits your life depending on where you are in your journey. From your first home to your forever home, where you live shapes your routines, your relationships, and your overall well-being. I'm Holly Fye, a local top-producing realtor here in Richmond, and over the years, I've helped dozens of people just like you relocate to the area. I've worked with remote workers moving cross-country, military families on the move, retirees looking to downsize, and young professionals just getting started. Want to see what it's like to work with me? Check out my over 35 five-star reviews from clients just like you. I've seen firsthand how different Richmond can feel depending on where you land, and how the right fit goes far beyond square footage and school ratings. So today, I'm going to walk you through where I live now, where I'd move next, what I would have chosen in my 20s, and where I picture myself in the next few decades. Plus a few underrated spots my husband and I are still secretly keeping on our radar. Let's start with where I live now and why we're thinking about moving. I've lived in Short Pump pretty much my entire life, so when I decided to buy my first home, it checked so many boxes for me at the time I decided to stay. Close to my parents, easy access to downtown, which is where I worked at the time, and just about every shop, restaurant, and convenience you could want within a 3-mile radius. Honestly, Short Pump is like the sweet spot between suburban comfort and urban access. You're close to downtown Richmond, but you also have quiet neighborhoods, green space, and a ton of community events happening all the time. And while I've loved being here, from lazy weekends at the local parks to quick Target runs and late-night ice cream trips to Ray's or Gelati Celesti, life changes. With a growing family, our needs are evolving. We're starting to crave a little more space, especially outdoor space. Our current home doesn't have the space for my little one to play baseball or soccer as he gets bigger. Parking's a little more tight, the nosy neighbor can get frustrating, and we're realizing that as much as we love Short Pump, we may be ready for a bit more breathing room. That said, Short Pump still has a lot going for it. The schools are award-winning, real estate taxes are lower than in many neighboring localities, and for anyone worried about proximity to hospitals for medical needs, you won't get a bill from the county for fire or EMS services, which isn't true everywhere. But if you're dreaming of a big backyard or a brand new home with all the modern finishes, you'll run into some limitations here. It's a mature, well-developed area. The price tag reflects that, and acre-plus lots pretty much impossible. So if we do decide to move, where would we move now, knowing what we know and needing what we need? We've started looking at a few spots that feel like the next natural step, places that offer more space, a slower pace, but are still connected to the community we've grown to love. Manikin-Sabot in Goochland County is high on our list. It's just over the county line from Short Pump, so you're still close to everything, and there is plenty of new growth moving in that direction. But it feels worlds away in the best way. Quiet roads, open land, and gorgeous homes that don't feel stacked on top of each other. We've also considered Glen Allen, especially areas closer to new development. You still get award-winning schools and your choice of some newer homes. There's room to grow without giving up all the access. Just like Short Pump, real estate taxes are lower than in many neighboring localities, and you still get that free fire and EMS service from full-time personnel. Occasionally, we toss around the idea of Ashland. It's got a small town charm, a train station that feels straight out of a movie, and it's not trying to be something it's not. That kind of authenticity is hard to find. This area hosts many events throughout the year, like the Strawberry Festival in June, Ashland Train Festival in April, and all the holiday festivals in December. There are also new construction options in this area with larger lot sizes. Both of these areas offer a manageable commute to downtown, award-winning schools, and in some cases, more bang for your buck. But if I'm honest, what holds me back a little is leaving the convenience of Short Pump. being able to run down the street 5 minutes to grab something from the grocery store, being able to stop in really at limitless different places to grab takeout for dinner, and being able to be on the interstate in a matter of minutes to go anywhere your heart desires. It's hard to trade that in, even for more space and a new construction house. So we're still weighing it out. But what if I were brand new to Richmond in 2025? No ties, no history, just a clean slate. If I were moving here from, say, Boston or Miami and just trying to figure out where I'd feel connected and inspired, I'd be looking at places that I mentioned previously, as well as Libby Mill, Churchill, and even Moseley. Libby Mill offers that lifestyle-forward, amenity-packed experience with newer construction and a community vibe. It was built as one of those all-inclusive developments where you have a variety of shops, restaurants, and even a library within that development. Churchill is steeped in history, but also full of modern renovations, trendy restaurants, and some of the best views in the city. So if you want city living, this may be the place for you. Moseley gives you space and value with a newer suburban feel that's still within reach of the city. And if I were hoping to build a network quickly, like if I didn't know a soul here, Scott's Addition and the surrounding neighborhoods would probably be my top pick. It's one of the most vibrant, fast-growing neighborhoods in Richmond. There are events happening constantly, tons of co-working spaces, breweries, food halls. It's easy to find your people there. Now, if I rewind the clock and think about myself in my 20s again, just starting out, buying my first home, I want a completely different experience. Back then, it was all still about convenience, fun, and flexibility, where I picked with Short Pump, and I wouldn't do anything differently. Something with great resale potential for the future, but close to everything. Or maybe something unique in Moseley, where you could still find affordable homes with character and community. I'd probably be drawn to a loft in Rocket's Landing, somewhere with charm, a fantastic view of the river, and a local coffee shop a couple blocks away. The kind of place that makes you feel like you're part of something bigger. It wouldn't necessarily be the cheapest choice, but I'd be chasing lifestyle over square footage. I'd want access to nightlife, yoga studios, dog parks, and a place I could walk or bike from. And RVA has a lot of those hidden gems if you know where to look. Let's fast forward now. The little one is grown. It's just us. What then? If I were planning for that empty nest chapter, I'd probably be looking at West Hampton, quiet, full of charm, and close to boutique shopping and restaurants without feeling overwhelming. I'd want a home that's low maintenance, maybe even a condo or something with a view, but still has that sense of style and connection. Another community I'm watching is Mosaic at West Creek. It's designed with lifestyle in mind. Smaller homes, beautiful architecture, and amenities that make you feel like you're on vacation without ever leaving home. Manor Grove at Hutton Park is another strong contender, especially for aging in place, one-level living, a real sense of neighborly support, and peaceful surroundings. That kind of ease becomes priceless as you get older. And then there are the neighborhoods that are still tugging at my heart, the honorable mentions we haven't ruled out. Ashland again keeps coming up. It's unique. It looks like it's straight out of a Hallmark movie. It has soul. It's great for folks who want a true town center vibe and don't mind being a little outside the buzz. Old Church in Hanover County is another area we admire. It's rural, peaceful, and filled with gorgeous homes and land. But it's not for everyone. The trade-off is distance, and for some buyers, that's a deal breaker. Still, if you're craving some privacy, space, and something off the beaten path, Old Church might surprise you. It's perfect for people who want a quieter life or maybe even a mini homestead. So what's the takeaway in all of this? There's no one-size-fits-all answer, but I hope walking through how I think about Richmond through every chapter of life gave you some clarity or at least some direction. If you're thinking about moving here or maybe just switching things up like we are, it can feel overwhelming. Richmond is full of micro-communities, each with their own feel, their own pros and cons, and it's tough to figure out where you belong just from online listings. That's where I come in. I'm here to help you figure out what really fits you. Whether you're a first-time buyer, an out-of-state relocator, or you've lived here for years and just want to change, I'll walk you through the options, help you weigh the trade-offs, and put together a personalized strategy that works best for you. So reach out, tell me where you are in life, and let's figure out where Richmond can take you next.